Okay, perfect. All right, so today we got JuVaughn Harrison in here, first place in the long jump and also first place in the high jump today. So first up, could you just walk us through your day, how it started and how your competitions went?
My day started with me waking up, shaking out, getting some breakfast in my body, and I came out here. It was hot. I love the heat, so it was a great day to compete for me. I went out there and did high jump. It had a clean sheet all the way up into 7-8, and then they gave us a little delay, which gave me more time to get my legs back under me, and then I went out there and won long jump. It was a great day.
All right, so for any media members that just joined, feel free to put your questions in the chat and I'll get to them as soon as I can. So one more question. Personal best on long jump, how did you manage that after such a long and I guess mixed day?
It doesn't really have anything to do with the long day. I mean, during the collegiate season, there were some days I had to do both, and I've been doing both on the same day for a while in college, so my body's pretty used to it. So I wasn't really too surprised about the PR. I was just glad I was able to go out there and do it.
All right, and we got a question from Tom Shad of USA Today, and this is kind of the same from Ken Go. How did the delay benefit you, and how did it help you get ready for the long jump?
It really just gave the delay really just gave my legs more time to recover, and it gave me a chance to eat something. Other than that, I was ready to go earlier, even though they said it was too hot.
Tom Shad from USA Today is wondering what you ate.
For breakfast or for lunch?
How about both?
Had some McDonald's for breakfast. Had me a little McGriddle, hash brown, and some orange juice, and then I had me a Firehouse sub for lunch.
Do you have a tradition that something you normally eat before competitions, or?
I have a tradition for practice, and I have a tradition for competition. For practice, I normally eat some McDonald's, maybe a little hot and spicy, and which is a chicken sandwich for those who don't know. And before competition, I like to eat a sub sandwich, whether it's Subway or Firehouse, preferably Firehouse.
We got a question from Doug Binder. He said, how do you feel your performance compared to the NCAAs?
I feel like this was a better performance. I feel like I did good because if I'm not mistaken, I jumped the same thing in terms of for a high jump. So I think it was a better day because I had a better long jump day.
And a question from Ken Go. It wasn't too hot for you when they called the delay?
No, not at all. It gets really hot in Baton Rouge, so I'm pretty used to the heat. We practice in the heat. Like, we don't cancel practice because it's hot outside. So I was ready to go. The heat wasn't really affecting me like that. So yeah.
Tom Shad from USA Today said non-track fans might not understand why doing both the long jump and high jump is so unique. What makes the event so different, and what are the different ways that you train for each event?
The events are very different. One is more about, well, obviously, one is vertical, one is horizontal, and the technique for both is different. Whereas in high jump, I have to be more bouncy, more upright. In long jump, I get to sprint out and push a lot harder than I do in high jump. And obviously, one, you got to go up and over a bar, and another one, you're going out into some sand. So it's a very big difference between the two. And technically, it's not very easy to do both. And the way I prepare for that is just during practice, we hammer away at the technicals for both high jump and long jump on different days, and we get it done.
Is there one that's easier or one that's harder for you?
No, they're both the same for me.
Eric Bull from Dice.com says, JuVaughn, congratulations. Since you've had the edge the entire year against your college peers, what did it mean to you to be able to perform so well against pros like Marquise and the reigning Olympic gold medalist Jeff Henderson?
It meant a lot to me. It really just showed me that it wasn't everything I was doing in college wasn't a fluke. I mean, I never thought it was a fluke, but it just reaffirmed everything that I was doing in college, and it showed that I can compete with the best of the best. And now I'm ready to go to Tokyo and put in some more work and hopefully come back home with some hardware.
Doug Bender is wondering, do you spend 50-50 time on the two events?
Most definitely. Me and my coach definitely give them both equal amount of time.
And Tom Shad, also from USA Today, He said, I guess to ask a more direct follow-up on your training, do you have to target different muscle groups when lifting or practice different motions to have success in both events?
When it comes to weights are weights. I don't really target different muscle groups, and yeah, no, I just everything is pretty much the same except for the technical aspect of when I'm working on them approach wise.
Right. And Pat Graham from the Associated Press says, late to the party, sorry if asked. You're the first becomes American to make it in both the high jump and long jump at one Olympics since Jim Thorpe in 1912. What does that mean to you?
It means a lot. That's a lot of years for somebody not to do it. So it's really good for me to have my name in history like that, to be the next person to do that.
Gonna wait a little bit longer to see if any more questions roll in. Question from Eric Bull. How much are you looking forward to competing against high jumpers like Barshim and Bondarenko in Tokyo, along with Echeverria and Manyonga in the long jump? Sorry for the names.
I'm looking forward to it. I mean, it's gonna be some harder competition, which I feel like is gonna push me to jump higher and jump further. So I can't wait. I love competition.
Is there anything specific you're gonna do between now and then to prepare for those days?
Uh, Go back home, watch film, see what I can clean up technically, so that way I can jump further and jump higher come the Olympics.
All right. Are there any more questions? Feel free to raise your hand if you're working on a question or just trying to think up one. All right, it's not looking like there's any more questions. Oh, wait, we got one more question coming from Pat Graham. Sorry about that.
You good?
Pat Graham asked, how tired are you after this?
I'm exhausted.
I think that's fair. All right, I think that's all the time we have today. So thanks for talking with us and congratulations again.
Thank you. No problem.